Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwartner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of meeting with Grace Tyson. She's VP of Sales at Reprise. Welcome, Grace.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
So there is a word, PLG, that stands for product-led growth. Why is everyone talking about this?
My perspective on this is that the way that we buy B2C products is trickling in and shaping the way that we evaluate B2B software purchases as well. So when you think about what we can buy as consumers, or what we can experience as consumers, it is all about instant gratification. Amazon Prime has completely changed the way we think about what is possible to get into our hands and what time frame it's possible to do it in. So, you buy something and you're immediately able to use it. Same with services like Uber and Lyft. You can download the app and immediately start using it and experiencing the value of the application. And that's true across the board. So product-led growth is a way to put your product front and center and let people experience it and feel the value of your solution firsthand earlier on versus the traditional approach of 10 qualifying conversations with salespeople before you can see or feel the product.
What's the first step the company should take in their journey for becoming product-led?
The first thing, if you're thinking about product-led growth, is to really increase the quantity and quality of the demos. My recommendation, if you're thinking about PLG, it's bring your demos earlier in your sales process and deliver them earlier on. You'll see a big impact from that because it'll tighten up sales cycles. People will convert at a higher rate because you're giving them what they want.
Why haven't we put demos front and center up until now?
Because they're really tough to get right. I'll give a personal story without sharing where, but in a past role that I had as a sales leader, we had a product that a lot of the value, the story we wanted to tell with the product was around the analytics. And the challenge was we didn't have an owner of a demo environment that would consistently update it. That's just for even generic demos. If you want to do a really tailored demo where I put your logo in, put your name in, all of this, it's well nigh impossible without solutions engineering and dedicated resources and a lot of time to do that. So without a way to solve that, it's really challenging to take that product-led approach and let your demo shine and put it front and center.
Is there a playbook for a great demo?
Yes, absolutely. So many, there are many schools of thoughts. Absolutely. But first of all, you need to get a solution like Reprise that allows you to easily create your demos and create the storyline. When I coach reps on providing demos, it's two things. One is understanding the person in the business that you're talking to and tailoring what you're showcasing and how you're talking and even the verbiage you're using to mirror them and to really incorporate their language and their way of thinking about things. And then also it's really about storytelling, telling stories of other customers while you're demoing versus just talking about the features. It allows that transfer of ownership to happen more effectively. The prospect can start to think about how they're like or not like your customers.
Why don't you share your screen and let me experience a quick demo?
I'm going to show you a little bit of a replay in Reprise, and we'll talk through how this works for live demos. Now, there are guides here, right? You're seeing a guide because this is something that typically we would, a rep would share as a leave behind after a call so that a prospect can walk through and it's guided and we're kind of pointing to the value and the relevant points. But Reprise can also capture any product without guide. So it just looks and feels completely like an actual environment. So this example, we're going to walk through Salesforce with Reprise. And we're going to show how you can edit and anonymize and customize data within the product to actually tell a more compelling story. So you're going to see the guides here, but you wouldn't necessarily have those, of course, in an actual demo. This looks and feels like Salesforce, right? You can drag and drop and the columns update and it really looks like your opportunity pipeline in Salesforce. And so Reprise, we've captured this application. Let's imagine I'm a sales rep at Salesforce, showcasing the product. this looks and feels like the real product, but this is actually Reprise. We've captured it. Now we can actually really easily take this product capture and then customize it. So let's say I'm talking to you and you are a head of sales at Velocity Global. Great. You have your logo right in here already. Now all of these company names, they look and feel super generic. So they're not necessarily going to resonate with you. Let's imagine that you are, a software org and you're selling to software companies. One click and you can notice all of these company names are now other software companies. So it immediately looks and feels relevant and tailored to you and your needs. Now let's try creating a new opportunity and see how this goes. So we're going to do this. One of the challenges that a lot of our customers come to us with is reps get into rabbit holes of clicking into every little thing. And now you see too, there's a lot of information on here, not necessarily going to drive the aha moment. So in one click, we've reduced the amount of information. Now we're only showing what's really relevant to you as the prospect. Now, in a live demo, there would be no guides, but with a leave behind where I want to enable my champion, I would send something like this so they can click through and really see and get this guidance firsthand.
The key idea is that you put the customer in the driver's seat of a Bugatti.
Yes, exactly. That's it. I could have skipped the whole demo and just said that. That's exactly right.
So if you want to sell with ease, you have to get Reprise.
We're hiring, so you can come join our, I love that.
Well, thank you, Grace. You've been very gracious and shared great ideas. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for having me.